Did you see that thing with I briefly mentioned, I like alluded to it, the deer person?
Yeah.
The person who identifies as a deer?
Yeah, I know about this.
Yes.
Well, I
wanted to talk about it, but I don't know if I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to show it, and we're going to be light on it because I'm fully prepared to get banned.
You know what? I could say this, though. I was thinking about going on Twitch, and not anymore.
Yeah,
no way.
I have zero interest in streaming on Twitch anymore.
That skewed me out.
Yeah. A lot of people are asking me to stream games. Like, I've been thinking about it. I did actually sign into I got a Twitch account. I was prepped and ready. And then this whole thing came out, and I was like, this is the person who's moderating Twitch?
One of them.
Nah.
Like, what?
Twitch has always been bad.
All gamers are white supremacists? What?
Yup.
Get out of here. I'm out of here.
That's what the
Get out
deer
of this.
person said.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Just
It's
telling the
ridiculous.
truth. And like these creepy videos where they're like moaning, it's crazy. And there's one video where
Yeah, it's cringy.
the deer person was eating what looks like a nug of pot or something.
Okay.
It's just weird. You know what I think it is? I'm totally prepared to get banned over this, to talk about it.
Oh, I love it. Go for it.
This person, I believe it's voyeurism.
Okay.
What
is that, voyeurism?
It's like you get off on people watching you either be humiliated or engaging in certain activities.
Oh, okay.
So there are people who have a fetish for humiliation.
Okay.
So you think about what this person is doing. I think it's like a fetish. They go on camera and they make weird noises and they act completely in a messed up way. Because when I was looking at some of the statements made, because I think the Daily Beast did a story about this deer person.
Okay.
They were into it. They were like, I want to do these videos. It was something that I thought would be embarrassing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, they're into this. They get off on this.
That's not normal.
They like, it's not normal, but to an extent, I'm fine with it. You know, if people have this thing, the problem is this person seems to be, this is where we're going to get banned. I'm just going to say it.
Dive deep, dude.
Oh,
Mentally
man.
ill. Completely.
Yeah, you said
And-
that. We've talked about this before.
No, but that's a bannable offense. Saying like this person is, and I'm not
You
saying,
said I think.
but no, it doesn't matter.
that
It
make
doesn't
a
matter.
difference?
Like the rules, but I don't care. I'm going to say it because this needs to be said. This is not meant to be disrespectful toward this person. Voyeurism, I think, is if people are into that stuff, that's fine.
Yeah.
The issue is this is someone who is unwell and going on camera being like, people need to be afraid of me. And now we can see that there are these.
They did say that.
Yeah, there are these companies. Here's what I think happens. When people live in reality, like when you live in the real, in IRL, real world.
Right.
When you walk into a job, they're looking for a candidate. And, you know, Mr. Krigler walks in and they say, look at this guy. He looks like some, you know, hippy dippy, long haired, you know, are you a hippie? Oh, okay. Well, you can have the job then. And you walk in and you're like, hi, my name is, you know, I'm Tim. Nice to meet you. I'm here for the moderator position. They say, okay. But when you live on the internet, you craft this shell over what you really are.
Yeah.
Persona.
And yeah, a persona. People don't see what you really are.
Okay.
And so this gives opportunity for people who normally wouldn't be in these positions, who are mentally ill, and for in a variety of ways, to now be in positions of power.
Yep.
And then when they go on camera, it's devastating to your company. So like I've had a lot of conversations about, you know, will we do this show on Twitch? And I got to keep that very, very, very vague. The answer right now is an overwhelming and resounding no.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not.
So I don't know too much about this person, but I do know that there's an infiltration of people on trust and safety teams. Think about, you know, if you guys haven't seen these videos, you know, you can check it out. I'm not here to drag this person. I'm not going to say their name. And maybe that's good enough not to get banned or whatever, to get a strike or something. But you can look this stuff up.
I'm pretty sure there's other deer people out there.
Yeah,
Deer floorbows.
must be many of them.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, lots.
I don't know.
I'm sure I don't know either.
I had to take care of a bug.
There's
Anyway,
a bug.
you can look at what this person is doing. And then when you realize the kind of personalities, I'll put it that way,
Yes.
are moderating these websites, you also have to understand that it's these people who go on Twitter and like this person said something like voice chat is
Unfair.
Yeah, unfair to like marginalized peoples and women or something.
Right.
And those rules get implemented because one person who is developmentally disabled
Yep.
gets power. It's crazy to me that Twitch, that Google, that Facebook are scared of this.
Yeah, I don't get it.
What's the line, man?
What is there to be afraid of?
Like, look, I understand there's a fear of like the fascist who says like, you know, do away with the invalids. Like that's horrifying. We don't do that. We care about people.
Right.
We also don't put people who are developmentally disabled in positions of you know, in intellectual jobs. Like there's a difference between saying like,
I doubt that person's getting paid for their position. They're probably overjoyed to just have some power. Like, ooh, I've got power.
It's a job, because the rumor is that person got fired. Like,
oh, recently?
That's a rumor.
Yeah, it's a rumor.
It's happened?
No, I don't know. That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That this person has been fired.
Well,
so
they should be fired for the things that they were saying. It's ridiculous.
That does not look good.
I mean,
You should be scared of me. I have the power now.
should somebody be fired for saying stupid things on the internet?
If you're
tough.
if you're in a position that you need to that you're a moderator of something like Twitch, which is it's huge. Twitch is huge. That's where most of the gaming streams happen. So, yes, I think so. If you're going to openly admit that you're not going to be fair and you're clearly biased against most people that aren't you, then yeah, you should be fired.
That all gamers are white supremacists.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It was something like that. I
think they said most gamers are white supremacists.
And we're saying they, because I genuinely don't know anything about this person other than they identify as a deer.
That's true.
And these videos are weird. So, you know, it's funny because I remember the conversations at like various organizations where it's like, don't say the word normal. And so it's like, how do you refer to an average person?
Average.
Average, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
So you say the average
without
person.
saying normal?
Because you can't say normal. Normal is offensive. What does normal mean? What is normal? You know?
Yeah,
Are you saying
okay.
I'm not normal?
Oh my gosh.
Average. You are not average.
Right.
So we can protect marginalized communities. But I'll put it this way. If somebody's in a wheelchair, we create a wheelchair ramp.
Yeah.
We don't give them a job, you know, as like a professional runner.
Or like a hockey referee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That
it's
wouldn't
like,
make sense.
Or, you know, and even outside of that, in more general understanding of biology, I will never be in the NBA. There was like maybe a 0.00001% chance of me in my life following the right path to somehow make it in the NBA.
I don't know. You got the leg muscles.
I do. I can jump really high.
Woo.
I can jump very high, but not like Muggsy Bogues, man. That dude who's like, what was he, 5'3", and he could 360 dunk? That dude was amazing. Presumably still is. I don't know anything about him, but there's biological reality. You know, if you don't have legs, you're not going to be a leg model. So I think about it this way: when we see these people moderating for Twitch and other companies, it would be like taking someone who has a clear developmental disability, and being like, "We're going to put you in as a chess grandmaster, like as a chess player," and it's like, but that doesn't make sense. Like you wouldn't get an architect who can't architect, you know. Mm-hmm. And this is what we end up getting. Now, here's the scariest thing, to go back to this point, is, or I guess we can just ask, why is YouTube afraid of these people?
Yeah, why? That's a good question. Why? What is the reason? You know, because it's such a minority. You know why? They're the screamers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are reeing the loudest.
Mob. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what it might be? It might be that regular people will just say, I don't care, I don't want to fight.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, this lines up, this general idea. So the way I've explained it before is, for all those of you who are listening, you probably know Sargon of Akkad is. The thing I love this because it's the most absurd way to frame it. Do you think Sargon of Akkad will form a large group of liberalists and march down a Twitter HQ with pitchforks demanding that, you know, they get reinstated, otherwise they're going to smash windows up? The answer is, of course
He's
not.
a gentleman.
Yeah. Sargon, like, he's not going to lead any kind of like violent anything. He'll come down with a camera and a microphone and ask you questions and complain about his rights. Will Antifa show up with crowbars and Molotovs? Absolutely. So these companies know, don't make Antifa angry. They're the ones who get violent. They'll come after you. And so that's who they bend the knee to. And then you end up with a trans species deer person going on stream and saying people should be afraid of me because they're all white supremacists and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
And that's the moderation we get.
Yep.
Well, I am terrified. I'm out.
You're out? That's it?
No Twitch.
Well, and then you see the UN. It's also like...
It's spreading.
But it's fake.
So it's a fake disease.
It's kind of like... How do I explain it? It's like... I'm imagining the color is slowly being drained from the room. Like you're sitting in a room, and in the corner, it's like you have all these brilliant colors, and then all of a sudden, like the colors, everything starts turning black and white. And you're like, that is spreading. it makes no sense. Or it's like, imagine like your room starts turning, like you just like a splotch of weird tie-dye colors that's growing and growing and growing in your house. What the UN is saying here with these words makes literally no sense. Like, so the UN's tweet saying, you know, don't say landlord, say owner. That clearly is the opposite of social justice, to refer to someone who owns property as your owner.
Regressing.
My owner just raised my rent. That clearly makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And so what do you think would happen? Imagine this. If someone was on stream and that was the rule they were enforcing. From now on, you can't say landlord, you got to say owner. You got to go on stream and you can't say that word. You got to refer to someone as your owner.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like not a real thing. I guess the easiest way to put it is there's no structure to any of it.
Yeah.
So like you ask any of these people, what do you want me to do? And they'll say, stop being a bigot. And you're like, please explain what that mean.
Nope, I just get to call you a bigot and be upset.
And whatever you do is wrong.
You should be afraid of
And I'm
me.
changing the rules every day.
You should be afraid of me is the easiest way to sum up what these people are.
And that's what that person said.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was
Verbalize
like,
it.
oh, okay.
said the quiet part
At
out
least
loud.
you're honest.
Saying the quiet part loud.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking.
Yep.
You should be afraid of me. It's like, I can only imagine somebody who's got a developmental disability who thinks they're a deer, didn't fit in, and is upset, and now wants to flex that power against other people.
That's exactly what it is.
Or some kind of power against other people.
Yep.
And then they get online and they start banning people. And then these companies say, but we're not biased at all. There's no bias. Yeah, Twitch is done, man. Like, they've already had a lot of problems with popular females who break the rules in such obvious ways.
Yeah.
Like, there was one video, and I'll be very vague on this, but the assertion was that this woman did a nip slip. Oopsie,
on accident?
Oopsie.
Sure.
Oh, no. I was trying to take something off. Then don't ban me, please. And they get away with it. And then there was one big thing. One of the reasons why I'm very averse to Twitch is there was apparently something happened where there was this gamers versus thoughts war.
Okay.
When Twitch first started, it was built up by the gamer community. People who are like, we're going to stream games and we're going to, have fun.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of, hot chicks realized they could, thoughts. They could do this thing where I think that might be bannable too, to be honest. But they did this thing where they were like, you can sit in a chair leaning back with your legs spread and then lean forward to the camera so you can see cleavage, and they would get money.
Yep.
And so this started breeding this, and Twitch leaned into it like, hey, we're making loot,
Yep.
And the gamers got mad about it. And so apparently this one guy, I don't remember a whole lot of the story, made a video calling this out, and he got banned from Twitch.
Wow.
And the women he was calling out that were breaking the rules didn't get banned.
Seems fair.
Yep. Twitch it's Amazon now though, but man, things are bad.
Yeah.
Maybe Spotify will be better.
That sounds pretty good. I'm
great.
pretty excited to see what Spotify is doing.
But I'd be surprised if they have an open upload for videos. But if they did, I'd totally sign up right now. I'll just upload everything right now.
Investigate this.
Yeah. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.